Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Han säger han är defense-thölvare. Okej. Offense och defense och mera i. Steelers sitter i mål. Det är Steelers mål. Ja. Kom. En kan thölvare i nöten. Men det fint att komma thölvare Steelers. Ni pickar. No.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
No. Okay. Nå ser jag skifta Steelers thölvare. Ja. Jag kan likt ved Steelers. Men vi kan till mitt team. Ja.
Some players' development traits. These are player tags. Players with
Dorte Porte minn maður ógeð skóleik maður fyrirhandi. Jesus Christ, kallinn hætti snemma maður. Pappans, hann er svaglar. Já. Hvað var leilur núna? 76. Voilà, så jeg heldur ég nota ekki mikið hann. Nei. Shit. Þetta nági gefi unni leikinn og síðast leik 64. Okay. Nýlið bara, okay. Kom igen. Tredje. Okay. Vad marker inne. Ni. Ja, det är godt.
Just across the Hudson from Depp. The master of play action, Rodgers. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him. Second down, they need 7. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. It's 3rd and 4. They'll run with the rookie. Drafted in the 3rd round. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Brings up 4th down. Rodgers will go for it on 4th down. He finds Metcalf on the slant, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
Jo, sådan her kan man så. Han er meget
That's a heck of a run right there. I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to have the first down. It is. Third, they need 8. Here we go, son. Working out of the gun, it's Fields.
Oh,
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to...
Þessi. Okay.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Þetta djóka, Gaulmar. Oh my god. Okay.
A first down throw for Fields. Now timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for the Jets.
Fields. That one, take it in.
Hey, squad er.
Here's 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Down the field, he's got his receiver, Lazar. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw is Fields. He takes off. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fields now. The throw on 1st down. That's
Up
to the running back, Brees Hall. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Now, Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
After!
Taking off, him trying to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's good for another
1st down. Fields. It's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
16 more yards.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
9-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Pressure there. He can't get a throw away. And he's taken down.
Sacks just continue to be a huge problem all game long, and it's just a brutal time to take one. Now, I understand it's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way as the quarterback to throw that ball away.
Now, 2nd and goal. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And this is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one on foot, looking for Woods. That's one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Aus! Auspada. Sweeper.
To throw is Rodgers. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And the Jets are right. Oh, this one in the win column for the Jets. A move to 1-0. Getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
Utdagles. Ja, fint. Ja. Jøskas, Visst lägger Seahawks, okej. Ja, fint.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. And on the other side, the Steelers head coach. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
The tight end, Johnny Smith, secures it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Rodgers to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Attention!
And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. There's Fant open right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2.
Underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will have great field position right around midfield. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. On the move left. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Small reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
At the 37-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
Once again, it's Walker. And he will score! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
gain of 15
From the 39,
yards.
here's a 1st and 10.
Another Steelers first
A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now,
To the goal line and in. At Prior move. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Kastar den. Let's go test. Test.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
26.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
Spar han. Ikke
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago. And then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tight. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners. The Rams and Sean McVay always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder. And those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, when you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a...
The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
We'll try the right side with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Johnson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Reek Woolen brings him down.
7-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Woo! The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
Yeah, and you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going up top again. Catch made. That's worked. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Good.
Second down, Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's in! DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. For Metcalf, 48 TD grabs in 6 years with Seattle. That is first with Pittsburgh.
I forgive you.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Ja,
Still time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Darnold to throw. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
And the Seahawks. First down.
Darnold to throw again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Derek Harmon working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
On third and long, here's Darnold. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And here is the running back. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Commanders are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season.
Wow. My God.
Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is Devon Achane. He's been terrific in the first half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs.
Okay.
This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins looking for a 2-0 start. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is the fan favorite, the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one's at halftime with the Niners with the lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season.
That's a game. It's a good
Meanwhile,
game.
in our game, it's been back and forth to this
Game,
point.
playing game.
No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
I got me playing a game. More. What is it? What's this?
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. And Cam Ward goes number 1, and obviously Shore and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit. I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Okay, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it'll eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Another run here with Johnson. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Warren. He'll get about 2. Julian Love brings him down.
Down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge doesn't change the official's decision. They're going to keep the spot right where it was. They'll go with the sneak. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Punch it in with Smith. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers, touchdown Pittsburgh. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of this space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Cup in motion. The throw on 1st down is Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
They'll go play action with Darnold. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The 40-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To throw again is Darnold. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. He's going to look deep.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Throwing, Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Third down and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold.
Oh!
And he will score. Game on. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Seahawks. That his first touchdown of the new year.
The kick is good.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive.
Guys.
The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start this on the ground.
Oh, Johnson!
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
9-yard pickup. It's second and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Play action now with Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
Yards on the play.
First and 10.
That's good for a
That's huilig, hè?
They run out of the gun with Warren. They'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal.
Oh, ja, komt er maar aan.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
14. Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Rodgers gets home and he goes down. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Get this complete to Horton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Oh! That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. That pass caught right side. Valdez-Scantling. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Seattle.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Seahawks. That is their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Harris med säk 2 och okej.
Fans open right side. They get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
2nd and 11.
Woo! First game 9.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Vänta gameplay här. Hvis jeg spiller den lidt nummer her. Ja. Okay, han lige kommet i 60, okay.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They only had one takeaway on the afternoon, but it was an important one. The Steelers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's a guy who finished with 23 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions last year, Justin Herbert. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. The Bills get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Yep, we'll see you guys. Goodbye. Like, subscribe. Bye.